Welcome back, beautiful beings. We're going to start where we left off with the glitter one. And put some glue. You can use Mod Podge, any kind of glue you want. I'm just going to put a little bit up here because I like that texture from the gesso. I'm just going to take the glitter, tap it on. If it comes out, it comes out. That's okay. And I'm going to let this set because I'm used to using Mod Podge, so I don't know how much glitter the Elena's will grab. So we're just gonna let that sit. And again, put that off to the side. And then we're gonna do that one. Eggshells. With the pine cone, sorry, eggshells. What's behind there? Pine cone. Now what we're gonna do is rip this up. Just rip it up. Knock them all out, but might as well do that after the glue so it catches little ones. And I got my toothpick just in case. Start putting them on, but that's why I wanted to rip it apart there because it'll grab all those little pieces of stuff also. Okay, let's take our acorn and start ripping. And letting them land wherever. You can put as much as you want or as less as you want. But look at that texture. We're gonna need more. Gonna need more. This one right here. And you can still show some of the background, or you can cover it where you don't show all the background. And knock that tiny stuff up in there. Whatever's loose, knock it off. And then scoop it back up, put it over the side. As much texture as you like. I think that's cute. Okay, when everything's dry, I'll be back. Okay, I didn't know if I mentioned it. I got the little pine cones out of here. Remember the pumpkin scented pine cones I got from Dollar Tree? And it came with different stuff, but that's where I got that out of and tore up, okay? Now, back to this one. I'm gonna put some glue down. I'll lift you up. This, put this here. And I'm gonna put this down in here for easy cleanup. And we're just gonna take this bag of our scented stuff, fresh scents. You can get it from Dollar Tree. And we're gonna just dump it on there, like this. I don't know if I showed this sit properly, but I'm just gonna move it up and down and then I'm gonna dump it off. Look at that. I need some up there, I think. Just a little bit right here so it blends. Then I just go like this and dip that in there. It's not going on it. There we go. So I know it's gonna stick and get that effect. Okay. All right, I think we covered everything. What I'm gonna do is wait for everything to dry. I know you probably figured this out, but that's why I did this, just so I could put it right back in the bag. This thing's kind of big to show you, but that's why I did that, okay? Just makes it easier. Okay. Okay, beautiful beings. You can leave it white, but I don't want to leave it white. And I was thinking about mixing the paint with water, but I can't because you gotta remember, this is bath salt and it will melt. So I'm gonna use coffee bean and I'm going to cover it with a little bit of paint. And hopefully, cool, it doesn't move around. I just want it thin layer. It's still moving, but you can cover it with Mod Podge. I didn't want to do that first because, you know, then the paint would have been on top of the Mod Podge. So we're learning together how this is going to work. And so far it's not working very well, but we'll get through this. I can glue this down once I got it painted. Now we're going to add some glue. And we're going to mix that around in there and hopefully it glues down. And then when we cover it with Mod Podge, I think it'll be all right. That was quick, wasn't it? All right, I'm just gonna put Mod Podge on it. I'm thinking, why wait for it to dry and then add Mod Podge and then wait for it to dry again? So I'm just gonna do this. And I don't have no idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Okay, now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna add some Mod Podge to this. Whatever material they use, but here we go. We got this all covered. And that one's done. Now, I want to do the glitter one. I'll show you how this turned out. And you can, with this one, take a brush, go like that. But I gotta wash my brush. And you can put more glitter in if you want. I kind of like that look. And now I'm just gonna get some Mod Podge and try to do that because I don't know if it's gonna come up, and I don't want to dip it back in my big thing of Mod Podge just because I don't want glitter in it. There, that should be enough. Wipe this. Okay, my brush is all clean. I'm just gonna try to get a clump. Mod Podge. Go like this. Make sure I got enough. Okay, we got them all glued. Only next step we're gonna have to do is to put glue on the bottom of it. Put Mod Podge on the bottom of it so the chip don't paint. Okay, I got my brush clean, so I'm gonna pick that up and hold it here. So all we're gonna do is need a real light coat. That little pattern going down here with the brush, and voila, we'll be back. Those are all dry. Could be okay. Okay, beautiful beings. Just in case the one with the sea salt doesn't turn out, I'm doing another one. Okay, and all I did, I put a thick coat of paint on, and then I just went like that for texture down here. I'm showing you this because I didn't do that on the other ones. Okay. So we'll see how this thick coat turns out, leaving it like that, okay? Okay, beautiful beings, on this one, I'm gonna put some of these down, okay? I showed you in a different video, you can get the berry pick, Dollar Tree. So I peeled some off, and I cut them down. Yeah, don't breathe too hard on them because they'll fly away. And all I did was take the scissors and cut them to where I wanted them, okay? Raffia too, as you can see, and I cut it up. All I did with that was, where's the one I had? I put two together so it'd be faster. Put them together like this. And then I cut them like that. Okay. And then I took them and cut them, some of them, in half again. Okay? That's all you gotta do. Just for a different texture, I'm gonna take some of this spiced marmalade. Marmalade. There, I got it that time. I'm gonna spray some in here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of water in. See? Very, very tiny bit. And we're gonna shake them up. Really good. Get them all colored. And I'll probably let that sit in there so it goes through the foam, because I've never done this to foam before. So I'm gonna let it sit for at least 5 minutes so it penetrates inside the foam, and then get something plastic to dump it out on so it don't stick to it when it's dry. Okay, so I'm gonna dump them in here when it's dry, okay, because it won't stick to plastic. If you dump this on paper, one to put, maybe we'll put a little bit more of the scent from the bag on it too. We'll see, but not that much, just a little bit. Then we'll have 3 different textures. We'll have these, we'll have some of this, and we'll have some raffia. Okay, that way, if you don't have one, hopefully you have the other. If you want to try this method, okay? I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings, sorry, I'm just trying to show you everything I'm doing. All right, this is walnut stain, you can't see it, but I just sprayed 1 squirt on there. And I think it's better not to put it in a bottle. Now, if you're doing paint, if you're trying to color these with paint, I'd put a little tiny bit of paint in a bottle, a little tiny bit of water, and do it that way. And they are hard to get out of the bottle. And they were too orange for me, so I just sprayed a squirt of walnut stain, and now I'm gonna mix them up in here, like so. Some will have more brown, some will have more orange. They were just way too orange for me. Okay, so this way they're colored, and make sure you get the color, this sides with the foam showing, so they're fully colored. Then it will just look like texture. See if I can find one in here. This should be a good one to show you. Right there, see? That way it's hiding that foam color. Okay? Alright, I'm done coloring these. I'll be back when everything's dry. Oh, and the edges were dry on this, so I put some paint up there. I used burnt lumber up here, but that texture looks like it's gonna dry nicely, okay? And then I don't even know. Maybe I won't even put gesso because this is taking way too long. I'm impatient when it comes to having something dry. Alright, but when everything's dry, I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings. This one is a hot mess. And I might have been calling this sea salt. It's actually bath salt. Okay? But it's a hot mess. And I don't even know. It's not even dry yet. It's still drying. And it's got tiny little bubbles. I don't even know if this, I might have to just scrape it off and start all over again. I don't know. It's a hot mess. But anyway, this one, to replace it, it did work. The effect of the paint I did. That was a nice thick paint to do that with, and it did work. And I love the effect. Okay, and we're gonna cover it with berries that we colored. And passion flower fragrance stuff that was left over in here after all the fragrance. I mean, there's a little fragrance left, but hardly any. And our raffia. We cut up some raffia. And now I got boxwood leaves that I want to cut up and put in there too. Here goes nothing, beautiful beings. Move this down. And I'm going to apply this onto here. I probably should make sure it's mixed good first. I'm just going to take it and start pouring. Oh yeah, we got plenty of stuff. We got plenty. So, I was worried about not having enough. We got plenty, but we don't want it to turn out like the bath salt. We do not want it this thick, so I'm just gonna make sure some is stuck down. Before I tip it, spread it out because it's not getting on the edges. Hopefully I put enough glue down. Right. What about that side? Want something over there. I don't have no berries over here. Tap that. Yeah, pretty good. Need something right there though. Not too shabby. Make sure we keep our shape. That one's got too much raffia in one spot, but that's all right. I'm just gonna leave as is because you got a spot with just like the stuff for the passion flower, raffia. I don't know, I just like how it turned out, I think. And we got this long thing here. I don't even know what that is. It's from the raffia, I think. I can't even get a grip on it. Where's my toothpick? Where's my toothpick? There. Get that out of there. And hopefully it all stays glued down. Got enough for another one, I think. I don't know if the grandkids, I'm trying to save some for the grandkids. Try not to be a hog about it. So if they want to do some, they can have one to do. I'm going to dip that in there. Where'd that one I have? Pick this one up, stick it right here. Get in there. Thank you. And I think that's going to glue down nicely. So when I put the Mod Podge on, it doesn't come up. Okay? But this one is my favorite. It's not dry yet, but this is my favorite one right here. But I do like the texture on this, and I do like that. And the glitter one isn't that dry yet either. I mean, it's almost dry, but not quite. So when everything is dry, I will return. Okay, beautiful beings. That was a hot mess, and I had to decide before the glue dried. I just wiped it off. There's still some here, but maybe it will come off. Yeah, I had to scrape it off with my nail. And then when I got to the bottom, I could just peel it off. And then I had to get the stuff out of my nail. But here's what we're gonna do. I don't want that there. I took some more pine cone, threw it into the mix just to make sure we had enough. And we're gonna apply the mixture we just used on the other one together. So we got pine cone, scent stuff for the bag, and we got raffia, and we got those little berries, okay? This is 2. And then we're gonna dump it on there. Just like so. Did it again. I didn't get it even. That's all right. Flatten it out. Push it up. Some up there. Hopefully it sticks. I think I'm gonna let this one sit a minute so it sticks some. I'll let it sit for like 5 minutes and then knock off whatever doesn't stick. And then throw the rest in the garbage. I got too big of a piece right there. It needs turned. Needs something up there. Something. Alright, I think that's gonna stick nicely. I'll be back in about, I'm gonna give it 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, beautiful beings. Let's see. Let's see. Now we got a sprig sticking out right here. Sprig, branch, whatever you want to call it. A sprig, a stem, a sprig. All right. I don't mind that down there. I mean, we do that texture. It just looks like nature worked its magic, right? And I think it's okay to Mod Podge. So, Mod Podge. So, I have my big tub over here. So, I'm just gonna stick it back in. So, and I don't want to put too much Mod Podge, because I think I did on the scented stuff, because it's like taking forever to dry. And I hope it does dry. I don't even know if it will dry with that material. Hopefully that's enough Mod Podge. Okay, that's good enough. But I wanted to show you this. See that? It's been like 3 hours. I don't know what's up with that. If I have a problem with that, I might have to apply more. I'm gonna wait until morning. I'll be patient because it's like almost, no, it's a little after 11. So I'm gonna be patient and I'm gonna wait till morning, okay? I'm gonna go relax, wait till morning, and if this still isn't dry where I can see through it, I'm probably gonna apply a little more, just a little bit, put some on it where it's white, and then put a tiny bit of Mod Podge, but I'm hoping that will be dry by morning. All right. Okay, beautiful beings, I'm gonna make a part 3, and the part 3 will only be 15 minutes. I was hoping part 2 would be only 15 minutes, but it didn't work out. Okay, have a wonderful everything.